In recent months, the pressure of sport has become a growing concern, with young athletes increasingly struggling under the weight of expectations. What should be moments of joy and competition have instead led to brawls at school events or positive dope tests. While encouragement is vital, unrealistic demands often add to unbearable stress. And renowned sports psychologist Dr. Henna Gericke says the negative effects now outweighs the positive.
I think we got to a stage that everyone needs to look at themselves, parents, coaches, and say, are we putting positive pressure on sport people or negative pressure? And positive pressure is motivate people in a good way, help their self-image, help them to believe in themselves, help them to just enjoy it still. And negative pressure is you need to win, you need to beat that guy. If you don't beat him, you're not good enough as a person, and that's negative things. And I think we actually happening at the moment, the negative pressure outweighs the positive pressure at the moment. So pressure is good, any pressure, because you want to perform. But if it's negative pressure, if it becomes too much for that child, then symptoms and certain things happening as well.
Two promising rugby players, Kai Pratt and Dion Boats, both props, have recently tested positive for performance enhancers. It highlights how demanding certain sporting codes can be. And the drive to perform beyond natural limits is pushing young athletes into dangerous territories, and education on the risk is essential. The head of rugby at Afrikaans Hoërseun School, Ruan Jacobs, says not enough is being done to eradicate substance abuse at school level.
Yeah, obviously it's a sensitive topic, and it's in the last few months it's been three boys that I know well that's been tested positive, and then obviously the one boy is here at Affis. Can we do more? I think we can test a little bit more. So I know it's expensive thing to do, but maybe not just only test at Kramweek, but maybe see if we can test at all the top schools festivals in the country as well, like your Easter festivals, your North South, your Wilde Klaver. Maybe just make that more of a occurrence, so everyone knows where they stand. Because I think at the moment people are able to take chances because maybe there's only once a year that they're getting tested. So I think if we can maybe up the amount of testing in a year, I think that would go a long way, and maybe making that 3 guys that get tested out of 100, maybe make that 0.
In youth sport, parents often play two roles, supporters and drivers of ambition. Encouragement matters, but demands can quickly turn into pressure, especially when sponsorships and financial gain enter the picture. For soccer mom Naomi Bende, it's about making sure her boys know they are valued regardless of their achievements.
Adults are too demanding, and the children are under pressure. So I think those are the risks that children could burn out if they are being too pressurized, or you need to perform on this level, you need to be good at this, you need to be good at that. And children end up not loving the sport. So if you put too much pressure on them. So I think just alleviating the pressure on the children and just reminding them that they're doing this because they love it. Because once children stop loving, if my boys stop loving soccer, then I'll know that I've done something wrong as a parent. The biggest thing is for them to continue loving the sport and playing it because they love it without the pressure.
Just make sure you open your body. Yep. At just 14, Nandi Hlope already needs to balance school and sport. She's an achiever in various sporting codes, but handles the pressure by keeping it simple.
To be honest, I just try to have fun. I know a lot of people say that, but like when you have fun, you don't really think of it as much.
Youth sport should build passion, not pressure. And it's an issue role players need to tackle sooner rather than later. Lene Boyson, SABC News.